You know, it's so funny to me that every time I go to social media, all I keep seeing and hearing about women like this, stereotypical Karen, eyeglasses, blonde hair, bad makeup, rashes on her face, messed up hair, is sitting in jail cell. And guess what she's in jail for? Falsely accusing innocent men of rape. How many times have we talked about this story? How many times? A billion times. And each time they get accused of SA and raping individuals without any information or facts or evidence or videos of them doing so. And as soon as the truth comes out of them being innocent the entire time, it's too little too late to turn back time because of women like this, man. Because now I feel like you're making real victims' life a bit harder to even come forward about their story because they're the ones suffering the most. And yet, famous people with little to nothing going for themselves are doing this for clout and attention. And you wonder why there are so many innocent men out here losing their lives, unaliving themselves because of false information about them. When you know that's not what they're about, why did you pursue to try to ruin their lives in the first place? And that's what we're about to find out. A woman has been sentenced to 4.5 years in prison after falsely accusing 10 men of raping her. Stacey Sharples, 31, from Fanworth and Bolton, pleaded guilty on Monday at Bolton Crown Court to 10 counts of perverting the course of justice. In my honest opinion, I feel like 4.5 years is not even enough. Because you try to ruin this man's life for falsely accusing people of something they did not do. If it's not in their blood or their nature to do these heinous crimes, why do you feel the need to accuse them of the worst things a human being could ever do? And yet somehow you pled guilty. And that's why you turn yourself in. And you're stuck in prison for 4.5 years, where it should have been 5 or 10 years, because false allegations can hurt a person's life. It don't matter what color you are. It ruins people's reputation, period. The allegations were made between 2013 and 19, with most of the men arrested and spending time in custody, including some undertaking intimate examinations, said Greater Manchester Police. They added that a number of men lost their jobs, wives were disowned by family members and friends, or saw declines in their mental health after being falsely branded as rapists. What's even sad to me is that if someone you love that doesn't believe you, that doesn't trust you because you've been accused of something you didn't do, that can pretty much be a stab in the heart. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you try to tell your side of the story, the whole world is gonna use that against you. It's gonna make you look guilty as F. But also, especially to the person that you married, that's supposed to be on your side throughout thick and thin. And all of a sudden turns a blind eye and stabs you in the heart with a dagger. Because she'd rather believe the media over the loved one. Friends do the same thing too. They rather believe the media over their best friend. So I was pretty much interrupted because my phone went off by accident. What I was trying to say is that the part where it was talking about how you're being accused of something you didn't do, your friends and family, your loved ones, your wife, your girlfriend will turn against you. If there's one false allegation against you, you'll lose everything. Even if you were proven innocent, they're not going to want to be around you. Even if you told the whole truth about why you're being accused of something of such and such. If the evidence is not there, even if you have to show the courts text receipts, videos, clips, images of your bruised body, they will never believe you. They will never take your side. Even if it was a woman in court, you know the justice system will always favor the woman because she's a female. Even if you're a man, you have to literally fight for your life. No matter how many times you try, you're going to lose regardless. And that's how messed up society has become. The fact that they lost their friends, their family members, their partners, is sick and sad at the same time. Let's move on. Greater Manchester police said the investigation into Sharples began after lines of inquiry consistently revealed evidence contrary to what have been disclosed by her. The force said there was a continuous willful making of false allegations by Sharples, who knew full well the consequences for each of the men involved. 9 of the men who Sharples made false allegations about also provided impact statements. Reese Lockett said, "My life was turned upside down the day I was falsely accused of rape. My mom and dad disowned me. My partner of 5 years left me. I lost my part-time job." Oh my God. I'm telling you, you cannot make this up. You can't make this up, bro. As a man, this really breaks my heart. It actually makes me sad and depressed because I don't like hearing about good men having their lives ruined over a lie, over a crazy side chick, a crazy woman who decided to set your life on fire because of something you didn't do. Maybe it's because she has a mental health issue. Maybe she's thinking the wrong things. Whatever went on in her life to make her think that it's okay to throw in these false allegations without proof or evidence against innocent bystanders. This dude lost everything. His job, his wife, both of his parents disowned him without even sticking by his side. Like, do y'all have any idea what that feels like? To not have your people in your life and then you get disowned because you've been accused of something you didn't do? So instead of supporting and sticking by their son and her husband's side, they just said, you know what, forget it. This is your mess. You're going to have to deal with it on your own. We're done. Like, you're not a part of our life anymore. That right there is an FU to me. As a man, this really scares me. Went through something like this. If I got married and someone accused me of something I didn't do when I was trying to help them, I can never imagine feeling the exact same way. Because false allegations can really, really ruin a man's life. No matter how you slice it, Mo. No matter how you slice it. So another man came out and said the same thing. Words can't describe the torment my head has gone through. I moved to Sweden not long after to re-elevate my life and wasn't a part of my children's lives for a couple of years. Oh my God. My love life has dramatically fallen. I have been single ever since, and I find it hard how to approach the opposite sex. Oh my God, bro. This is scary. This is really, really scary and frightening at the same time as a man, because I can never imagine going through every single... I would hate to be in their shoes. I would really, really hate to be in their shoes if I went through the same thing too. I hate it. I hate this. Detective who investigated this case said on Wednesday after sentencing we took the allegations made by Stacey Sharples seriously, explored all lines of inquiry, and swiftly made arrest or interview all the men she accused. And even if you interview them, at least you could have do is set them free. Give them all of their money and let them sue this individual for not only ruining their lives, but messing up the entire... You know what? Here's the thing. If someone did me dirty like this, I can never imagine of what my mind would have been like if I went through the same thing. I would have probably sued the brakes out of this individual. Because one, you trying to ruin my life for something I didn't do. And two, you made me... No. You caused my reputation to tarnish in the flames. And I would have probably sued her too. I want my money and I want my life back. I would have probably sued the department and the justice system too, because y'all not gonna ruin my... Like, you're not about to ruin my life. Like, that's for sure, because I would be crashing out too. Because, bro, what in God's name is this? The fact that this man said that he's afraid to go to a woman because of something he went through is sad. And you wonder why there's so many men out here that are losing their lives because of it. And somehow nobody wants to talk about it. That's the frustrating part about being a man. We gave her multiple opportunities to provide further explanation or information to us. After interviews with the men, evidence uncovered didn't align with her first recollection. As we understand that trauma can impact how victims and survivors recount their experience. Ultimately, as the evidence continued to demonstrate that the reports were untrue, coupled with the desire for justice for some of the men who have been falsely accused, it was right that we follow the evidence and pursue the individual who had actually committed a criminal offense. I would like to pay tribute to the strength of these men, who have endured and experienced no one ever wished to go through, and done so with dignity. I hope they feel a sense of justice for what happened to them. It's a little too late. Even if you're saying the right things now, but you could have done it back then. I mean, you had all that time to make things right with them back then, when they were falsely accused of something they didn't do. I literally don't care what the authorities have to say about this. Their lives are ruined. They cannot go back from it. It's hard to recover from what they went through at the time, because once false allegation comes in their mind, they're going to be afraid to approach every woman that they meet, young or old, without the allegation being thrown in them. My heart breaks for these men. Like, I really do. And that's why I've always said that men's mental health matters the most. Because if it's not talked about in the media, we are, the people on the internet, content creators that really care about these men really going through, that want to see them thrive, succeed, and happy in life. I really hate this, bruh. That's why you know, okay, that's why I'm having a crash out mode, because I'm crashing out because I hate seeing false allegations ruin a man's life. And then they're going to walk away scot-free as if nothing has happened. Because as a man, this really pissed me off completely, bro. I pray for these men. I pray that they get the true justice that they deserve. Because like I said, 7.5 or 4.5 years is not enough. 7 or even 10 years should be enough. 10 years should be the sentence that every woman needs to get who falsely accused of innocent men of something they didn't do. He added, to everyone out there who have been a victim of rape or any SA offense, I plead that the actions of Ms. Sharples do not stop you from seeking support, whether that being from police, a charity, or supportive service. The police said false accounts undermine those who have genuinely experienced SA violence. It added that the time spent investigating Sharples' claims should have been put towards investigating genuine reports of SA offenses. And like I said, they're saying on the right stuff, but why didn't you just do all of this then, when all of this occurred? Now all of a sudden you want to do it now. It's too late. They're cooked. Their lives are over. The biggest lesson I learned from all of this is, men, if you're watching this video, and women, if you're watching this also, please do not falsely accuse an innocent good man of SA of a crime he did not commit. Please don't ever do that. And men, if you see this, please be careful of who you're dating, who you're married, and who you have kids with. I say it all the time. Protect yourself, protect your mental mindset, and protect your seed. And that's all I'm going to say. So if y'all want the article, and if you agree of what I have to say, and if you think I'm wrong, please talk to me. Let's talk about it. Let me know in the comments down below.